During this session, we'll demonstrate how to create a protrusion by sweeping a cross-sectional shape along a trajectory. We'll start with an example of sweeping the closed cross-sectional shape of an I-beam. We have already created the bracket's base features. Before we create the sweep, we will first sketch a datum curve that will be used as the trajectory of our sweep. In order to create the datum curve, we will first click on the Sketched Datum Curve tool icon, and then click on the front datum plane to identify it as our sketching plane. Notice that the right datum plane has been selected as the reference plane. Since this is OK, we'll click on the Sketch button. We need to align our sketch with the top surface of the base feature, so we'll click on that now in order to add it as a reference. Before we begin our sketch, we'll first change the display type to Hidden Line and zoom out. Then we'll draw the first portion of the datum curve with a line. We'll now use the Arc option to sketch two arcs. And now we'll finish by sketching another line. We'll now modify the dimensions to their desired values. And then select the Continue icon. Since the datum curve is still highlighted, we'll now click on the Variable Section Sweep tool icon. As you can see, the datum curve has turned into a heavy red line with both ends marked with white squares. Since the arrow is on the wrong end of the curve, we'll move the cursor so that it lies on the arrow and then click the right mouse button. We'll now select the Flip Chain Direction option. Next, we'll move the cursor into the dashboard area of the screen and select the option Sweep as Solid. Since we want to create a sweep that has a constant cross-section, we'll now click on the Options tab of the dashboard and select the Constant Section radio button. Now we'll click on the Sketcher icon. Pro-E has now automatically oriented us on the face of the base feature that corresponds to the start of the trajectory path. After closing the References window, we'll now sketch the I-beam shape with a series of lines. Then we'll add a center line, which we will use for imposing the symmetry constraints shown here. Now we will modify the dimensions to the desired values, and then select the Continue command. We'll now change the view and then verify and accept the new feature.